Are you afraid that you won't stand out with your sports-related essay? You've heard the disclaimer, don't write about sports for your college essay, but sports is such a fundamental aspect of your identity that you'd be kind of delivering an incomplete application if you didn't write about it. Stick with me, stick with this video, and let's talk about successful ways in which you can write a sports essay. Thank you for joining me on my channel. For the best college essay advice, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post new videos. If you're unsure how to write about sports and still sound reflective, unique, deep, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have key strategically sound questions to ask yourself to ensure that you're writing the successful sports essay. Hi, I'm Dr. Josie with Write Your Acceptance. I am a university faculty member at the University of Miami and college essay expert for Write Your Acceptance with hundreds of happy students all in college or graduates by now. I know how to make the admission officers remember you and root for you. Now it's your turn. Let's get started. First, the lowdown on why you should not write a sports essay. Notice I said sports essay and not sports related essay. You want to write, if you want to write about sports, a sports related essay. So sports essays basically follow a stereotypical narrative arc. You're narrating a championship game or a really important tournament where you guys were losing all faith, you were coming from behind, you were losing, but then you regrouped, you came together, you gave it 110%, all you had, and you were victors in the end. So notice that this narrative basically begins and ends in the same way for everyone. So you kind of bucket yourself with stories that are exactly identical or nearly identical. And then notice the cliches. You gave it 110%. You were losing all faith, but then you kind of came together and are victors, right? So like all of these kind of cliched sentiment that may be very true. It may have happened to you, but you want to write about something that is one, fundamental to your identity, but then also that helps you stand out. Consider writing about smaller moments, a practice, a conflict off the field that showcases your talent for compromise and community. Maybe how the sport is just one dimension of the essay, how your team has launched or founded a new Little League team, or have you come together to perform community service around your community as a team, right? So performing as a team in a different dimension off the field or court, etc. Do you have a sports-related topic that you want to use, but you're not sure how to start or how to make it successful? Comment below. You'll see that you're not alone. You can, share your topic. I'd love to help, but really see that the struggle is real and that you are thinking about all the right things because you're thinking strategy as well as content. Think about a framing device. Maybe you begin and end your essay with sports. So maybe in story form, in narrative, you are talking about how you're going to kick or punt or shoot, and then you kind of wait for the actual resolution, the climax of the moment, for the end of the essay. So you kind of build up the moment on the field or on the court, and then the regular kind of middle part of the essay is talking about other aspects of who you are, and then you end with the resolution, whether you make the shot, you miss the punt, you score the goal, whatever. And so you think about this idea, this framing device, as a way in which to talk about how you've played the sport, how you've dedicated time and diligence to a sport, but you're not really allocating the chunk of your essay real estate to the topic. And if you want to think about how to open the essay in story form, check out the videos below on how to do just that. Finally, don't forget to analyze, to break down, to reflectively engage with the experiences and symbols that you have working for you in your essay, how you learn how to build community, how you tackle setbacks, loss, disappointment. And so, sports allows you to kind of have these authentic human condition moments. So don't miss the opportunity to really provide analysis and critical depth for your reader to see how you've grown and how you are wiser today than you were yesterday, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So analysis, strategy, and you'll really add dimensions of authenticity and critical depth into your essay. Before committing to writing your main college application essay on sports or sports related, make sure that you survey how many essays, writing supplements you have depending on your college list. Maybe you end up writing the sports essay, sports related essay for one of your supplements for an extracurricular activity or kind of out of classroom experience. And so if you start thinking that you're going to write the sports essay for the main essay and then you scrap that and you write something else, don't lose the draft, don't delete it, save it, because you never know that you may be able to use that for a supplement down the road. So whether you start with a sports related framing device, right, you start and end your essay with sports, or you dedicate the entire essay to sports, to a smaller moment like a practice, let's say, make sure you analyze. I know I said it earlier, but make sure you do not miss the opportunity to really show smarty pants status. On my website, writeyouracceptance.com, I have a free college essay template download. You can kind of have an idea of where you can slot information in the overall structure of the essay. But then I also, on writeyouracceptance.com, have online content where you will find extensive information on critical buzzwords that you can just basically use and apply and make it your own on your essay. So you really show critical depth, which is crucial. Most students only tell a pretty story and don't really kind of spend time analyzing. That's very, very important. So check us out, writeyouracceptance.com. I have students already perfecting their essays, receiving personalized feedback from yours truly. So check us out, and if not, subscribe, please share the video, give us a like if you found this information helpful, and share with your fellow college-bound friends. Have a good one. Thank you.